A package in the mail, MSX games from Japan. Collecting without fail, those shoot 'em ups, and that's the plan. He doesn't just collect them, he also codes them too. Join us and we'll go on electric adventures with you.
Hey YouTube, Electric Adventures here with my channel update for February 2021. We're whipping through the months quite quickly, or that's at least what it feels like. Hope everybody out there is safe and well. I had a bit of a funny month. I had a procedure on my back, which is called a nerve block. So that's where they put a needle, insert a needle under CT into your spinal cord and inject some anaesthetic in there. So I had it at S1, which is about as low as you can go on your back, because I was starting to not be able to walk, and I was having all sorts of problems because I have lots of swelling there and an inflamed nerve. It's probably about 2 weeks after that now, and it has settled down a lot. I am still very tired, unfortunately, so go to work, get home, and then become a zombie on the couch a lot of days, and haven't had a lot of energy for things, thus my lower video output. I have still been, I love my programming where I can, doing my homebrew programming, and I'll have a homebrew update for you later. I have actually had a couple of pickups. Now this first ones was ones that I did get these late in January, and I forgot to cover them in my January video. And they've actually been really, really good. So I have the Evercade handheld console. Get it out to show you. For those who are not familiar. It's actually quite a nice little console. I got the first 10 pack, and these are the first games that I've gotten separately. I haven't got all of the separate games as yet. I may get some of the others because I enjoyed these more than I thought I would. And these are the Atari Lynx collections 1 and 2. Now I'm a particular fan of the Atari Lynx. I do have an Atari Lynx, but it's not screen modded or anything like that, and I do have a multicard, so I can actually play any Lynx game I want. But these ones, obviously you can play them on the nice Evercade screen, and there's a few homebrew ones as well. So the first collection has the most games on it. Just show you the picture there. So we have, I should have got my glasses, Scrapyard Dog, Dracula the Undead, which is like an adventure game, Jimmy Connor's Tennis, Awesome Golf, Crystal Mines 2, Basketball, Super Screech, Super Asteroids Missile Command, that's one title, Gordo 106, not familiar with that one, Remnant, Planar Wars, also not familiar with that one, Ashido the Way of the Stones, which is a puzzle game. I had that one back in the day. Cybervirus, Zump, Mega Pack Volume 1, which is sort of like some homebrew titles. Malibu Bikini Volleyball, Loops, and Power Factor. So definitely a whole heap of titles on there. So that's a very good one to have in the unit and carry around when you're waiting for things and have a play of those. And there's actually quite a few good puzzle games in there as well, games that will take a little while to play. And the second one, it has the it only has 8 titles on it. So it's got California Games, which has lots of mini games in it and is really good. Chips Challenge is a really good fun game. Slime World, Adventures in Slime World, that's actually really good. Blue Lightning, which is very good. I didn't show the back, sorry. Xylo Mercenary, which is sort of a shoot 'em up. It's a little bit on the hard side, but it has some interesting concept. Checkered Flag, and that's one I had back in the day, and I really liked that one. Electrocop is a really good game. Gates of Zendagon, it's the other shooter on the Lynx. It's a bit too easy, and can get a little bit boring, but that's not a bad collection either. So I can have both of those in the couch and carry them around. So I'm very pleased with those. And so much so that I may get some of the others one. I didn't get the Oliver Twins one, I'll probably get that one. And there's another one with only 2 titles on it, Tanglewood and Xeno something or other. I might get that one at some stage. That one sounds not too bad. Now another little pickup. This was very cheap. I think it only cost me $20 delivered. That's the reason why I got it. Now I do take part in the Tubers High Score Challenge on occasion, and they play a few arcade games. Obviously I don't have all those arcade games, so it's nice to play it on a computer with a mayhem setup. I've been previously using a PlayStation 1 joystick with an adapter, but I have problems with that sometimes, and I thought getting a dedicated USB arcade stick like this, so this I got this for $20 delivered. Nice clicky controller, pretty nice buttons. I haven't really given it a go, and it's pretty easy to take apart, so if I want to change my mind and reconfigure it for something else, I can, and I haven't spent much money. So it's just got a USB plug, you just plug it in, it acts as a game controller from the get-go, map it in MAME, and away you go. So, looking forward to it. So I've taken part in the Tubers High Score Challenge for probably 2 months now, because I just haven't had the energy. But I do intend to. Now I did get some arcade spare parts. I'm not going to show you those. That's basically some more locks for the arcades. Pardon me. Sinus infection. Now, my friend in New Zealand has sent me this little box here, and this is related to another set of videos which I'm well behind on doing, and that's building my Omega MSX2 computer. I'm just putting here. So he has printed me a case, and he's done a very good job. So this is the 2 top pieces, and underneath all of the posts have the metal screw-in parts as well. He's tried different things. There are pieces to fit in these open lettering to add colour. So you've got the 2 halves, so you do have a joint. It's too big to print it without an enormous 3D printer. He actually has the same model 3D printer that I have, but he's done some extensions to it. So it fits sort of together like that, and that's your top. A little bit of construction there required. And then we have the 2 bottom pieces, and you've got all your I/O ports at the back, and various posts and things down there, and the mounts for the cartridge holder. So and then there's a surround that goes underneath the cartridge slots to stop dust in your computer and give something the cartridges can go into. And he's printed all the little components, and there's even rubber feet in there. So a friend David, he makes these as a kit. He's currently he has a backlog. He has a couple of orders he's got to get through. So as you can see the lettering there, you've got the little red Omega, and the lettering is white, and the 2 plus is blue. So he's done it in all different colours. He sells these as a kit for people. I'll put details down below. He does have a bit of a backlog at the moment because his heating head in his printer developed a fault, so he's got another one. He's hoping for it to arrive soon, and then he can start catching up again. But I'll leave some details down below if you are interested. And I'm sorry about not posting any more videos on the Omega project. I will get back to that. Just that with my back and things, I haven't been able to stand there and do it. I have recorded some more footage, but I haven't edited it together. It takes ages to edit those ones. I'm just making sure I haven't forgotten anything this time. Right, there is another pickup, but I'll have to pick up the camera. So I'll actually do that in a minute. It's a trade with a friend. Basically, I traded in one of my computers that I had a double of for an original model of the PlayStation 3. Now this is the specific module that has the extra chip and all of the extra ports, so it can play PlayStation. It's got proper PlayStation 2 backward compatibility, so it actually does it in hardware rather than software. It has its original 60 gig drive. I will probably replace that with an SSD at some stage just to improve its life, and obviously it's not enough storage. It's work, so I haven't hooked it up to the network or anything like that. It's got a fairly old BIOS on there. I probably do plan to upgrade it and connect to the network. I've just got to. So I haven't had the need to, because I've been actually using it to play PlayStation 2 games on it. I've also tried PlayStation 1 games as well. Alright, so what I'll do is we'll get up and we'll go and have a look at that, and then we'll come back and continue the video. Right, so here we are on shaky cam. So here it is. It's in really good condition. It's already gotten a little dirty, dusty sitting where it is. I may have to have a cover with it. I'm not using it. So front load, slot load is the original release model. And the way you can tell them is you flip open this panel, and they have all of the legacy ports. So we've got a SD mini SD, we've got a Pro slot there, and a compact flash one there as well. You've got 4 USBs on the front. Obviously it's got a 60 gig hard drive as native, and you can boot it up and put a PlayStation 1 or a PlayStation 2 game in it, and it plays perfectly. Can't remember what I was trying the other day, but it works really well. Very pleased. Was very happy to do that trade, and it might allow me to simplify my setup here, because I do have a lot of consoles plugged in, ready to go, which makes them convenient, but it can be a bit of a wiring nightmare. Also, another little update. I repaired the belt in my CD player, so I can have lots of CDs in here and music playing. So plans. I thought I'd quickly mention this. So this shelf's been here for a long time. It's got the magazines down the bottom. We've got the Super Famicom in the middle, and then we have our Star Trek Starship collection there. I was thinking of replacing, and it's a bit of an ugly shelf too, so I was thinking of slowly over time upgrading the shelves in the game room to match the white cabinet that I built here. So if I build like a 1.8 high cabinet here, it'll come up to about here. So that'll add another 2 shelves. I'll move the Star Trek Starships from here. I've only got to shorten that by a little bit just to fit it. And I put all of my Nintendo games here. So I've got of the NES and Famicom games. I'm not sure I'd fit all of the Nintendo 64 games over here. Wait and see. I still would like to have the magazines there. I need to get rid of these old laser printers and things to clean up a little bit. But I thought that would be a nice upgrade to the room, and then slowly I can work my way around the room and upgrade some of the shelves so they're a little bit more consistent and they fit what I have on them. I mean, some of the shelves are pretty good. So this old wooden one, there's not a lot of wasted space in there. And then we have this bookcase that fits in between those, and below there is a dartboard there, and obviously the PlayStation 2 games are very efficiently stored there. You've got all my Japanese CD titles and cue card titles fit really nicely there. So it's not too bad, but just do a little bit of organisation and tidy up. Obviously arcade machines are not going to go anywhere. Blown chassis need to repair. That's my general cab. Bosconian is having a time off at the moment. I've got some CPU problems, so I've got my prehistoric Isle in there at the moment, which itself has some background graphic issues. It does work and play fine though. I just need to reflow one of the chips. Berserker's still down. I did mention most of these problems last month. Tutankhamun. This is what the monitor does to me after you turn it on for about 15 minutes. And I thought it was just the brightness adjustment pot, because it had basically the track had blown off. I actually switched the pot for another one off another board, and it had the same problem, and then I realised when you wiggled it around it wasn't making the track had actually come off where it came through. So I ran a bypass and I thought, yay, fixed, it's all there. And then left it on, and then it did it again, and wiggling now doesn't turn it back on or anything like that. So there is another problem deeper in the chassis, and it's really annoying because I really like Tutankhamun, and it makes it very hard to play, because I can basically turn it on fresh when it's cold and play and get to level 4, which I'm getting on a regular basis, and then it'll go black on me, which is really, really annoying. Have a mate Aaron's Mortal Kombat 2 cab, which has my 19:1 horizontal. We have my checkered flag, which I really still do enjoy. PSP games in, but I'm giving you a mini game tour at the moment. Right. Got these shelves here, which I got really cheap, and these shelves here. I mean, I'm just going to move some things around and change some things. So at the moment, all the Nintendo is all hidden in there. So if we had that over there, maybe we could fit the Nintendo 64 over there. Just have a nice Nintendo section, and then that puts a shelf up the top where I could put a couple of nice looking things, just to clean things up. And the main reason I'm doing this is because I've run out of room for my MSX collection. It's getting rather chocked in there and doubled up, and you can't see them. So if I dedicated this entire section to MSX, we replace all the shelves with ones that line up properly and everything like that, we could have the MSX collection displayed in all its glory, which I would really like. So I'm definitely going to do that slowly. I'll do the shelves over there first, and then I'll probably do this set of shelves over here. Alright, back to me on the couch. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that quick look at the backwards compatible PlayStation 3 and my messy room, and my grand plans to clean it up. I will one day. Now, before I sign off, I just want to do a quick homebrew development update. I have been doing quite a bit of work on Sydney Hunter and the Caverns of Death. I'm now more than halfway through the completion of level 7. So after that, I've only got 3 levels to go, 8, 9 and 10. I have been supplying a new set of graphics for Sydney Hunter himself, just to tidy him up a little bit, and to add the animations for sliding down ropes and climbing up the rope bridges. So that will take a little bit of time to rejig all those. And then it's just down to a little bit of tidy up and bug fixes. I have actually fixed a couple of bugs as I've been playing it. The game is completely playable all the way up to level 6. There's a little problem with the rope bridges that won't let you finish level 6 at the moment, but I'll work on that. Now the Super Nintendo one does include a couple of little bosses. If and only if I have room, I'll include those. But other than that, the game's getting very, very close. Just a matter of me getting a little bit more time to put the rest of the enemy data in, and then we just get down to some bug fixing and things. So on the final stretch. So I appreciate everybody's patience with that one. Also, another little update. So Cavern Fighter physical copies still haven't been released for the ColecoVision. COVID restrictions is not assisting with the production of the cartridges at the moment, but they'll all be available for sale soon. I had one night this week. I didn't really feel like working on Sydney Hunter, so I started back converting Cavern Fighter back to the MSX, and I've actually semi got it up and running. It needs a little bit more work, and then I've got to redo all the sound effects because different sound chip, and add some music. And I'll also port it across to the Spectravideo after I've done that as well. That's almost a much easier direct port doing that. And both of those I'll be releasing myself on cartridge at some stage. Haven't done more work on Berserk because I'm trying to get all the other things finished. And I have dusted off the code of my conversion of my original game that I wrote. One of my best-selling games for the MSX and Spectravideo was Pixidus, a shooter. And I've had a look at the code of that, where it's at with the ColecoVision, and that's actually pretty close as well. So probably a lot of focus on that. I can't promise you too many videos, but I have recorded 2 pick-up and plays, so they'll be coming up soon, and hopefully I can get back into the Tubers high score challenge and record a couple of high scores. If I have free times on maybe Thursday nights, which is when I'm recording this, it is generally the case that my wife is working and none of the kids are here, I might try and doing some general gameplay streaming of just random stuff. So whatever I feel like we're in the mood of. I do play a lot of old stuff, and you know, I've got lots of consoles, so lots to choose from. So any particular suggestions, anything you'd like to see out of my collection that I haven't played with for a little while, suggest away. Alright, that'll probably do for this bit. I'll probably waffled on enough. I hope everybody out there is safe and well, and enjoying their retro and modern games. I'm Electric Adventures. Thanks to all my subscribers, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.